During this section, we're going to review the top menu bar. We're going to look at this left menu bar as well, in addition to some of the things that you see on the main page here. The first thing we're going to talk about is how to get yourself to a project. So right now we have a portfolio view, which means that we're seeing every project. Click on that portfolio view and you can go ahead and type in any project that you want to take a look at. You might have to expand some menus to get there, and then you'll just double click on that project. Once you do that, you'll notice that the top menu bar changes to highlight that project. So if you go to any records or open anything up, that's the project that's going to be the default. This is really handy if you're just working on one project at a time or just one day. If you want to get back from that, we're going to click there again, double click on portfolio, and that's going to get you back to the portfolio view. So you'll see it says portfolio home now. The next thing we're going to look at is this deliverable summary here on the left side of your screen. We're not quite in the left menu bar. The deliverable summary shows you all of the deliverables that are assigned to you within a PMWeb workflow. You'll see that they're assigned, the ones that are due within 30 days, and anything that's overdue, which will show up in red. We're not going to open that right now, but you can go ahead and click on it. Below the deliverable summary, you'll see this line that says "In my court." This is going to show you all of the items within PMWeb that require user attention and action grouped by the record. Requests assigned to users for team input, collaboration, and workflow review will all appear in this section. Clicking on the record link will open the record and the applicable tab that requires attention. PDPs will show up here, clearances, and again, anything that needs workflow review. We're going to go ahead and open the In My Court tab. Once you're in the In My Court report viewer, you'll see that's a report viewer window that opens your name and the look ahead. The look ahead, we can go from 30 to 180 days or see all deliverables that are in your court. If you want to change that date, go ahead and click the number and come over to the right and click View Report. This will give you an updated view of your report that shows the parameters that you selected. All right, we're going to go ahead and X out of that report viewer. Now that we're back on our home screen, we're going to go ahead and review this top bar here called the Portfolio tabs. The Portfolio tabs enable users to navigate to and view different project summaries and reports. These portfolio tabs are sticky, and what that means is that the last tab that is selected is the tab that will display the next time you open PMWeb. So if you aren't getting the view that you expected on your home screen, ensure you're on the tab that you intend to be on. The first three portfolio tabs are self-contained within PMWeb. We've got Home, Project Center, and Dashboards and Reports. On our home screen, we're going to see our basic project information, our deliverable summary, and In My Court. In our Project Center, this is going to be information that comes over from SAP and loads into PMWeb. And in Dashboards and Reports, these are all going to be PMWeb reports. We'll get into the Power BI reports later today. We're going to look at the Project Health example. So go ahead and click there. Once the Project Health report opens in the report viewer, you can either view it as the large view you're seeing, or you can drill down to specific projects. We're going to select all, and you can use Control F to type in your project number and select it. You can also scroll in this drop down to pick additional projects. Be sure after that to click View Report to get the newest version. After you've selected the project you want to see the report on, we will click View Report in the top right corner. This brings us to the Project Health report for the project that we selected. You can scroll to see additional information about it, and I really want to call out these stoplights right here. So we've got stoplights in milestones, deliverables, PDP, and forecast. As you can see, hovering over any of these stoplights is going to show you what the symbology means. There's also a key down below which provides that information at a quick glance. We'll dive more into this report later. Let's go ahead and close this window and go back to our PMWeb home screen. Now that we're back on the home screen, you'll see we came back to the Dashboards and Reports tab, again because these tabs are sticky. We can go back to the Home tab if we would like. And again, I just want to call out these last three tabs that we're not going to review right now. These are Power BI reports pulled indirectly from SAP and PMWeb by pulling through our data mart. We're now going to go through this left portfolio menu. If yours is collapsed, you can click this caret to expand it, or you can also click this caret to minimize it and just see the icons. You do what's best for you. On this left menu bar, we're going to find more information on basic orienteering on PMWeb. The Records tab provides task-specific project records that can be updated quickly. Specialty units that lead to clearances will be creating records and doing more within PMWeb. For those of you who are not creating or modifying records, this section is more informational. There are a lot of records, and for those of you in HQ roles, there will be fewer records relevant to you. Going down, the Costs module hosts project finance information. Within the Costs module, users can view, generate, and update forecast records. Clicking on Schedules, this module hosts schedule information. Within the Schedules module, users can view, add, edit, and update important milestones and deliverable dates for your projects. We're now going to move down to these three buttons on the bottom left: Guided Help, Request Help, and System Ideas. If you're not seeing all three of these menu items, you may need to adjust your zoom levels. You can do that by pressing Control and the minus button. Pressing Control and the plus button will bring you up a zoom level. The first one we're going to look at is this top button called Guided Help. It provides in-system guidance for specific tasks and workflows. Users can utilize this tool anytime they need guidance with navigation and/or understanding a specific PMWeb feature. We're going to look at the project flow diagram to get a big picture view. This diagram shows you the flow of a project and what each role is responsible for. Each step is clickable and links to the relevant record for that step. Steve will show us an example of using this later. You can X out of this window now. The next button down is Request Help. This form is for submitting requests for help, which may include perceived system issues. The help request purpose for staff is to submit help requests, and for the system, PRTO, and the PMWeb team, it helps us track investigation, assign items to staff, and capture the resolution. We can also identify trends where system configuration and/or training can be improved. Help requests may include a user needing help to perform a PMWeb function or a perceived issue with a PMWeb function. We can X out of this tab now as well. The last tab we're looking at here is System Ideas. System Ideas benefits CDOT by crowdsourcing ideas for improving PMWeb from staff who live project delivery. To give an idea, we've had over 500 system ideas submitted since we started PMWeb, and it has been an incredibly useful tool to get records built and make improvements to PMWeb as a whole. This helps it function optimally for all users across the state and provides a consistent project delivery experience.